run junkies, it is so May here. I mean, it's May everywhere, but May is like the hardest month for so many people, right? If the school year is a marathon, then the month of May is like the wall you hit in that marathon toward the end. End of year school parties, recitals, camps, final projects, it all comes to a head in May. We are honestly just trying to get through the last 2 weeks of school before all hell breaks loose. I mean, when summer starts. So this week's training, I discovered something about my Monday runs. Every single Monday run has come back either in the data or by feel that I've run it, I have worked too hard. I don't know if that's a Monday thing, but it has compromised the next couple days worth of workouts. So usually on Monday, I have a 5 to 6 mile run, usually with some hills or strides at the end. And then Tuesday, I have an easy run. Well, every Monday, the recovery advisor on my Garmin will tell me way longer than I expect because I'm just shuffling along and I don't know why, but for some reason, the recovery advisor says that I have worked awfully hard and I should take the next day off. I felt fine for the rest of the day on Monday as if, you know, it was just another easy run and it worked out for me. And the next morning though, Tuesday, I woke up as if somebody had run me over with a truck. So I made the decision to skip Tuesday's workout completely. But I also just took the day off because Wednesday was my last speed workout of this particular training cycle, and it was an 800s workout. It was a track workout of 5K paces. So for me, that's 10-minute miles, and it was tough. If I had run on Tuesday, I don't know that I would have been as successful with that workout. So I got that done, I nailed it, it felt great. But then Friday and Saturday have been completely fine in terms of effort level. That has been the trend for a while now, for probably the last month. I think part of that is I'm flirting with overtraining just a little bit. I think I'm working a little too hard, a little too frequently. So coming into the last 9 days before Bolderboulder 10K, I really want to make sure that those easy runs are super easy. I don't want to burn myself up too much, especially since after Boulder, I'm going to be riding this speed wave and trying to keep gaining speed. I got back to basics. I started looking at my foam rolling regimen again, the hydration and nutrition issues, and making sure I got enough rest. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, I will be doing a video on recovery and a video on overtraining. So if you need some tips about how to deal with recovery and how to deal with overtraining, please subscribe. So yeah, skipping Tuesday's workout really bugged that obsessive compulsive runner in me, because when it shows up in Training Peaks as a red workout because I didn't do enough of it to really count, that's frustrating. It just pokes at me and it makes me so mad. It was the right decision, and Tuesday, taking that day off, was just the smartest thing I could have done. And I did have my first pre-race nightmares this week. I dreamt that the Boulder course actually ran through my son's school, like all around my son's school, except you know how in dreams you know where you are, but it looks nothing like what you know. So it was my son's school, but it wasn't at all. And so I'm in the middle of the gymnasium and I'm on the Bolderboulder course, but I'm lost. Like I couldn't figure out like what is happening? Why is this course going through my son's school? This makes no sense. So I got lost and I couldn't find the course again. I'm like, okay, yeah, pre-race dream. So if you've ever had pre-race nightmares, or at least something that's mildly concerning for your race day, leave a comment in the box below. I know that for Ironman, I had pre-race nightmares for 6 months, the entire 6 months of my training. So this week, my kid and I received our Star Wars virtual 5K bibs, along with my race t-shirt. If you want to know what this virtual 5K is, I will leave a link in the description below. It benefits Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it commemorates the 25th anniversary of the first Star Wars theatrical release. We both signed up for the 5K. There also is a 10K option, and the fun thing about this particular race series is that you have a dark side, sort of, and a light side. The Protect the Galaxy and Rule the Galaxy. So I chose Protect the Galaxy. My son chose to rule it. There are t-shirts and commemorative bibs that are just an add-on extra. I chose to get the Tech Tee and it is super comfortable. So if you're interested in how this feels, it's very, very comfy. But here's what I like about the Virtual Running Club, which is the organization that runs this particular 5K event. They won't send you a medal until you've submitted proof that you've done the mileage. It's just like crossing a finish line at a race, and that's the philosophy that they have. So it doesn't matter how fast you do it, just as long as you did it. I'm not gonna make a big habit out of virtual 5Ks after this summer. I like them. I think it's a fun concept. It is a motivator to get people moving. And the fact that it benefits a charity more often than not is really a nice add-on benefit. But for this one, we decided to do this Star Wars virtual 5K because we didn't participate in Star Wars Dark Side over at Walt Disney World, and I figured this is the closest I'm gonna get, and boy does it fall short, but still, I get the Star Wars bling and the bibs and the t-shirt. So coming up for this channel, I have a ton of big things in the hopper as summer hits. With school letting out in just a couple of weeks and my son being home, I'm trying to get ahead of some of my videos. And I'm also in the process of adding closed captioning to these videos on YouTube. I think this is important because I know there are a lot of hearing impaired runners out there, and I want this channel to be as accessible as possible. On Tuesday, I'll be giving you some tips on getting that perfect race photo, and next weekend I will give you a brief history of the Bolderboulder 10K, why it is the way it is, and what my final race day goals are going to be. But that's it for this week's training update. 9 days till the Bolderboulder 10K. If you have a race coming up, I want to hear about it. Please leave a comment in the box below. And as always, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps out the channel. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching. Go find your awesome. Until next time, happy running.